Hey, Kevy, good morning.
Hey, Michael. Hey, good morning. It's Kiwi.
Kiwi, I'm sorry, Kiwi. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Uh, hey, I wanted to just bend your ear for a couple of minutes here, uh,
Okay.
just because we do have an issue. I mean, you guys have sent us over probably 15, 16 part numbers to quote. All of them are national stock numbers. And here's the difficulty we're running into under the new TDMT system,
Yeah.
which is much more secure than the old C folder system.
Yes.
And I've spent probably the last 2 weeks migrating us over into that system. I've spent time on the phone with the DLA people, with the Apex Accelerator people. There's just a lot of things in that new system that have not been ironed out yet,
Right.
that even the DLA people can't even answer. But the one thing we do know is that on the new security measures, whatever, I cannot access a national stock number without a reason. And the reason that I need is that I'm responding either to an RFQ or an SOL, a solicitation or an RFQ. If the system will not let me just pull up a national stock number. The other thing we run into, which isn't fatal or not difficult, is that they are not letting you download any of the technical data or drawings unless you are actually awarded the job. So what I
Yes.
would have to do if I had the SOL or RFQ on any of these parts is to pretty much quote it off the screen, which I can do. I mean, yeah, you'd like to have a hard copy to mark up and, really detail out, but if we can't get it, that's okay. But the fact is that I can't get it without either an RFQ number, a valid RFQ number, a valid SOL number. It just won't let me do it. And
Okay.
I mean that's where we're at. I know we signed an agreement together. I'm thinking for how whatever your systems operate, you have access to the RFQ number or the SOL number. I have no desire or intention of going around you guys. That's not how we
Right.
do business. Um, but I can't get to these part numbers without one of those, without one of those codes. I
Yeah.
just,
So I have, and thank you, and Michael. And yeah, you are spot on. TDMT has been a bit of a nightmare for all DLA vendors, our company included.
oh, I'm
Um,
sure.
yeah, so we have access to TDMT. You're right. You can only gain access to the drawings by looking at it on screen. They don't allow you to download them until upon award. Now, to answer your question, each one of the solicitations are the opportunities that we like the 15 or 20 or
Yeah,
whatever we sent. The reference number in those RFQs is the national stock number, of course.
I understand. Yeah.
And then you can literally take that NSN, which is the 13-digit NSN, populate that into DIBBS because what we send you is open solicitations. They are available for you to get all that information. So when you pop it into DIBBS, it'll give you the solicitation number right there on the screen on DIBBS.
We did try that for a number of them in the populate, where you can put it in the box and you can either populate by national stock number or by part number or whatever. We were populating it in by national stock number, but it kept coming up with nothing. It just kept coming up with no solicitation, no RFQ. It just kept populating with nothing. We will certainly go back and try that
Yeah.
again. I
And
don't know
and
if they
and
timed out or what, but
yeah, here, 1 second, because I'm curious. Here, I can just kind of share my screen and look at, I'll cherry pick some of the stuff that I sent to
okay.
you yesterday,
Yeah.
and we can kind of go over this together here. Let me,
You know as well as I do, this TDMT
oh, it's a
it
nightmare.
it's been a nightmare, man. It
Oh
has
yeah, it's a
been a
nightmare. And
nightmare.
and I believe that this is just Gen 1, the first
Yeah.
iteration of it. It's going to change. I mean, they're
Well,
getting feedback. We've actually sent feedback to the TDMT help desk, letting them know that, hey, this is just not going to work. If you
yeah,
guys are looking to increase your bids, you are shooting yourself in the foot here.
yeah. We've
Um,
we've, we've done the same thing.
yeah,
We've done the
yeah.
same thing.
Okay, so here, let me grab one.
Okay.
Here's one that I sent. I think this was for a spur gear, since
Yeah.
you guys can do gears and whatnot. Let me
Can you grab
get
one?
the
Yeah, you sent us
innocent.
about 5 or 6 spur gears. Are
Yeah.
are you using the Okta Fast Pass to sign in?
Oh yeah, yeah. We use
Yeah.
Okta to get in and
Okay.
whatnot.
Okay.
But so for example, this is one. This is a NSN that we sent over to you. Here, I'll just do a quick search NSN on one of the RFQs. This was for a quantity of 66 of these spur gears. This was sent to
Right.
you recently, and you can see
Okay.
there's a quantity of 66. So literally, if you notice, Michael, I'm not logged into my profile. So a
I
lot of
was just, yeah, I was just going to ask you, you weren't logged into DIBBS to get this.
Yeah, there's a lot of work. The only way you need to actually log into DIBBS is when you're ready to submit a bid. You don't necessarily have to log right in.
Okay.
So I'm just at the very high level.
Yeah.
I like to navigate DIBBS using this I
That
call it the
search
cheat.
bar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the search bar here is perfect. So you put in the NSN, and then you can see that it tells you the quantity of 66 that matches directly up to here's the RFQ that
Okay.
we sent you. You can see, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, see all that information. So what we try to do for our vendors, Mike, is just give you guys a lot of that information up front so you can just kind of look to say, okay, I don't deal in steel, so let me just delete.
Right.
So our job is to help our manufacturing partners make your job as easy as possible.
Oh, so when you go to that 66 gears, which you have right there,
Yeah.
if you go to the tech docs and click
Yeah, I'll
that,
go there. I'll go there in a second. All right. Now,
okay.
before even going there, what I recommend when you're looking at these opportunities, just to see if it's within your appetite, I would say click on the NSN number first, because the NSN number is now going to let you know. And by the way, Michael, all the RFQs that we're sending your way
Yeah,
are open game, meaning they're not based off of an approved source.
gotcha.
So it's for any company to
Anybody.
bid.
Okay.
Anybody. So we do the filtration process up front to make sure that you're not wasting your time. So if you can
Yeah.
bid them, if you can build them, we can go after them for you. All right.
Okay.
Now, when you look at this gives you kind of some drawing numbers. Maybe you guys have an archive of some of these drawings,
Yeah.
possibly, maybe not. I'm not sure if you've worked on these in the past. So that's one thing. Let me hit the back button. So now, to answer your question, when you go into the actual technical documents, when you click this button here, a couple of things are going to happen. First, it's going to, it kind of does this thing where
Oh yeah. We've
it's
seen
almost
that
like
many times. Yeah.
it's almost like you're timing out almost. And
Right.
so this is new as of like 2 weeks ago. They didn't even have this. So this lets you know that they're getting a lot of folks saying, "Hey, this is broken.
Yeah.
This little screen is brand new," where they're telling you you don't have.
I saw that for the first time yesterday. And I was looking at that. I'm like, what the heck,
Yeah.
man?
So this is great. So we're getting
Okay.
great feedback. And so when you go into there, you click OK, and you'll notice that. And I found a workaround to get around this thing here. But here, I'll show you what I mean by that. So we get into the Okta.
Yeah.
Here, actually, I'm gonna log in, sign in with Okta, verifying your identity.
Yeah. Been through all those steps, man.
Yeah, yeah, all this good stuff.
Been through all of that. Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
yes, it's
me.
me. And then I sometimes get to the screen where it's just like a white screen here, right? It never seems to go past this. And sometimes I'm like, okay, what's going on with Okta? So, oh
Okay.
well, it's working today. All right,
Oh yeah.
fantastic. All right, so
That came up yesterday too. Yep.
yeah, so they're working that out because I had a workaround that we typically use. So we click agree, and so now we're into the system. And what it's doing, it's highlighting that solicitation ending in 826
Okay.
D. So if we go
Yeah.
back to DIBBS, you can see 826D.
60. Correct.
All right, so actually it's getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
So now when we get down in here, the issue that we're experiencing is that you get down in here and it's saying TDP rights for procurement, all this other stuff, TDP for export, blah, blah, blah. And sometimes I have a difficult time knowing how to even open up the damn drawing.
Yeah.
Um, because we get down in here and you click TDP distribution. Let me click on this link here. And sometimes like the drawings are there, sometimes they're not, and so
Yeah.
then we're reaching back out to the contracting officer asking, let me click this other link here. So you'll see all these different little tabs that pop up, and these are like boom, and then we click yes, export control just to see what it
Yeah.
says in here. All right, so and then last but not least, here's the Boeing-Hughes.
Yeah.
Because some of these TDPs, you have to download another disclaimer, print it out, and then send it over to. And this is one of those where you have to download this disclaimer first and sign it,
Yeah.
and then email it directly over to the DLA for them to open up access to the actual drawing. So anytime you see this Boeing-Hughes helicopter non-disclosure
Yeah.
agreement, this
Yeah.
this is the reason why you can't see the drawings because you have to go through this process first. So what I'll do
Click
is
that
just
on. Yeah, you click that on, sign it, send it over,
all right.
and
So you've done this before. All right. So
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So this is one that they won't unlock it until they get a copy of this
right.
first. All right. So we don't go through that process of unlocking all of these for our vendors
I get it.
because you can go
Oh yeah.
yeah
Yeah, you would have three guys working on this all day, man. All,
yeah
for what you're sending out, literally nonstop.
yeah. So and
Yeah,
again, the way I think we can add the most value to your organization, we can be the company that can go out and find what's in appetite for you guys,
correct.
and then we also use a lot of batch bidding, Michael,
Right.
meaning that we have a internal system that we design. We call it the DLA bus, and what it allows us to do is get a comprehensive list of all the national stock numbers that are within your appetite. Let's say that you guys can build them. You may not necessarily have the lowest price, but that doesn't matter. If you
Yeah.
can build it, that becomes part of the book of business between our organizations, meaning that, hey, just give me your best price, best availability, and then we'll take it from there. We'll
Hmm.
we'll work to try to negotiate and get things like that.
Yeah.
And we will monitor those NSNs every single day. Because Michael, I'm sure you guys have experienced, you bid on a solicitation on a Monday that's open, right? So you engineers are looking at the drawings, we can bid it, you bid it on a Monday. On Thursday, the solicitation is then canceled or removed. So
Yep.
all that work was for naught, manually bidding that. And then 2 weeks later, the NSN gets reissued under a different solicitation number with a different quantity because
Yeah.
they got more purchase recs or whatever came in. And then so you have to chase it. That's what we do for you guys. That's the
Yeah.
value
Yeah. You
add that
keep
we
it.
have in our relationship.
Yeah. You keep it in the bus. Keep it in the
Keep
bus.
it in the
Yeah.
bus.
Yep.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. This helped me a lot, and I can honestly tell you that the DLA guy couldn't take me through this. Seriously, man, I am telling you, the DLA guy could not point this out to
Hey
me.
man, do you
It's
do
like,
you see my hat? Are you reading the
yeah,
hat
I
thing?
saw your hat, man. I'm like, I want one of those. Oh my, you need to work for the DLA. I mean, it's like, didn't they train you guys on this? I'm
Well,
not
hey,
saying me,
Michael,
but
we've been doing this for over 20 years, so I started this journey working with the DLA and supporting the warfighter I think I was like 25 years old, man, when I first got
yeah.
involved in DLA. So I was back during the days when the CCR, the Central Contract Register
Oh
was
yeah.
was
Well,
a thing.
CCR.
Man,
Jeez.
listen. So you are with the right manufacturer's rep in order to support you guys in your
Yeah.
efforts. You
Yeah.
guys do what you do best. Let us know what you can build, and we go after that business, and we're connected together.
All right.
We're tethered together.
This helps me out a heck of a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me work with this then and on the future stuff. I know the other stuff's a little tight to quote now, but the other stuff that comes in, at least now we know how to get this. What we got from the DLA is like, well, they haven't cleared that up yet, or I'm not quite sure yet. It's like, then they refer me to a 500-page training manual. It's like a 500-page training manual. I mean, I just have a simple question. How do I get to the drawing? I
Yeah,
don't need to read 500 pages to do this. So,
yeah.
but I really appreciate this help. This is something I had not seen on how you were getting to that.
No
So,
problem. And what I'll do, Michael, to support you, I'll share this video recording with you, the link. That way you can share it
okay,
with your team and your engineers and stuff and folks that you may have working with you as well.
I appreciate that. I really
Okay.
appreciate that.
All right, man. Looking forward to
Okay,
working with you. Hey, we'll
okay.
keep them coming your
Yeah.
way. And,
All
and hey,
right.
we're looking forward to getting some bids from you guys.
Okay. Thanks, man.
Okay, take care.
Yep. Bye.